Hey guys, Ceazar here from Strength Fitness and Therapy, your fitness and therapy experts. And today, we're going to be talking about bicep tears. So your bicep has two heads, okay? The first head is located up in through here. Now this area is called your supraglenoid tubercle. Now that's where the long head attaches. We also have a short head which attaches right in through here. That is called your coracoid process. Now, these heads both attach into something called your radial tuberosity, which is located in through here, and your bicipital aponeurosis, which is located in through here. So basically, it goes from up here all the way down in through here. So what does this bicep do? It allows us to flex at the shoulder joint right in through here, this motion right in through here, and it also allows us to supinate our arm. So this kind of motion right in through here, okay? So there's two tears that can happen. It can happen at the proximal end or the top end, or the distal end or the bottom end, okay? The top end is more common. Unfortunately, the way that one of our trainers tore their bicep is at the distal end. So how we tear that muscle is we have our arm in a fully extended position. This is actually the weakest position that the bicep tendon's in, and with a downward heavy force. So for example, if I were to pick up a very heavy box, or in his case, deadlift. So I'm here with Akiel. Unfortunately, this is the injury that happened to him. First of all, we've worked together for 8+ years, and this is the first time we've done a video together. So this is a plus for you guys. So can you tell us a little bit about what happened to your arm?
Sure. So I was doing some barbell deadlifts, and I was doing my top set, just one heavy single, and I was doing over-under grip, which had my left hand supinated, my right hand was pronated. As I lifted the weight and got to the top, I actually bent my left hand just a little bit, and from here I felt 3 pops, and I just dropped the barbell. Kind of felt like my bicep was cramping. Didn't really have too much pain, but I wasn't too sure if I tore it or not. But after speaking with Ceazar, he told me that I should go speak with the doctor, and they kind of confirmed that I tore my bicep.
Okay, so when we rupture or tear a tendon, it sounds like a very loud pop, followed by a lot of inflammation. You're gonna see a lot of bruising. It's gonna be very painful to do this motion right in through here, almost impossible. It's gonna be painful to do this motion right in through here as well. Okay, so typically on a full tear, normally, yes, you would have to go in through surgery. It really depends on the patient's lifestyle. If somebody was an athlete, if they worked out, so on and so forth, absolutely go straight into surgery. If you're an older gentleman where you just kind of sit at the desk all day, you don't really need that muscle that much, then possibly you won't need that surgery. So how many weeks out was it before you came in and saw me?
So I was in a sling for 4 weeks.
For about 4 weeks?
Yeah, so I saw you 4 weeks in. Usually it's, like you said, 4 to 6 weeks, but I guess I'm lucky.
Yeah, he heals pretty fast, you know what I mean?
For 4 weeks.
Yep.
And my range was about here when I first came to you.
Yep.
And then after our first treatment, it was about here, and now I can fully extend.
Ever wonder what a scar looks like after a bicep tear surgery? Come on over here.
So during the surgery, they made an incision here. So they opened this up, they go up into the bicep, they pulled it down, they attached 2 sutures to the bone, attached the bicep tendon, and then close it up. Sometimes during bicep surgery, they might do 2 cuts, one here and one here, but fortunately, I only needed 1, so this is what it looks like currently.
So typically, if somebody does get the surgery, I wouldn't see them till about 4 to 6 weeks post-surgery, okay? By the time they walk into my doors, they've been in a sling for that long. So they'll develop a lot of tension in the neck area, more so in like the upper trapezius, which is located in through here, and the levator scap, which is located in through here. You'll see a noticeable muscle atrophy in the bicep and the tricep, so muscles here and here. Again, just from being slinged up for that long and not causing any kind of muscle contraction in that area. You'll also notice a huge loss in range of motion, especially in extension. Again, just from being in that sling and all the scar tissue and adhesions that you've developed in that area through the healing process of this injury. So here are a few things that we would do at our facility to treat this issue at this stage. Let's see how much more extension we can get after today's treatment. Let's get you on the table. So So I'm going to start off with some compressions. It just gives me the opportunity to kind of feel around the area, see which areas are more tight, more weak than the other, see where all the scar tissue and adhesions are starting to build up. And it just feels fantastic. So next we're going to do a little bit of fascial work. So this fascial work is meant to kind of loosen the fascia between the skin and the muscles. So we call this fascial spreading. We're going to go right over the scar tissue and we're going to spread the fascia apart. So next we're going to go into a muscle strip. Again, it's a great technique to help break down scar tissue adhesions and stuff like that. So I'm going to strip it out. Next, we're going to go into something we call friction. So these frictions are pretty excruciating. So we're going to friction right on the scar tissue. We're going to try to break down the scar tissue manually, which will eventually help to extend that elbow even more. So again, we're going right on the scar tissue. I'm putting my thumb right on the scar tissue. I'm going to reinforce my other thumb, and we're just going to go with the fiber and against the fiber. Next, we're going to go into something that we call PRT, or passive muscle release technique. So what this technique is meant to do is meant to take the muscle from its shortened position, and we're going to force it to lengthen. So again, a lot of his muscles are shortened because of being in the sling for that long. He's developed a lot of muscle contractures, so we're just going to force it. Next, we're going to do a little bit of a joint play. Joint play is basically used to kind of mobilize the joint a little more, get some good fluid promotion in there to kind of help heal. So we're going to get into his radial head right in through here. And we're just going to turn the radial head into my thumb. We do another joint play for his elbow. We're looking to do the same thing, but we're just trying to gap his elbow right in through here. Just create a little more space and get some fluid in there. So we also treat the secondary muscles that are being affected while he's in that sling. So we like to do a lot of muscle releases for his neck and his levator as well. So we'll start off with his trap. Next, we'll do his levator. So that's how we would treat a bicipital tear in that stage of healing. If left untreated, what's going to happen is you're going to have a further loss of range of motion. You're going to have further atrophy of the muscles in that area, for example, your bicep and your tricep. And it's also going to lead to further injuries because of all that muscle weakness that you've accumulated. So if you or your friends are experiencing any type of bicipital tear, come see us at Strengthen You. Again, I'm Ceazar from Strength You Fitness, your fitness and therapy experts. Be sure to subscribe and click on the like button. See you next time.